Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of my Magnum energy devices here. Stay tuned for the unboxing. Alright guys, this is what I have for you guys today. You can take a look, like I promised, on my series video with my Magnum energy. You guys seen how I've been building this thing slowly but surely. And today, good news, what you guys seen here is the PT100 MPPT charge controller made by Magnum dimensions. Here's a temperature sensor that goes attached to the battery. We have two. One of them is going to be on the charge controller going to the batteries, and you have one from the inverter going to the batteries, because if you decide to charge your batteries with AC, like when your batteries are low, then you can able to charge it through the grid. So you need two temperature sensors for the solar and for the charging on the grid. So let's get to the business here and let's show you what's going on. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and share. Alright folks, you guys can see it has a levels here. Nominal battery bank is on the 12 volt side. You guys can see the high voltage range and the max PV input range right here. And I'll get back here so you guys can be able to see exactly what I'm dealing with here. Here's the manual. It's a thick book. Look at this, really thick. So a lot of reading's gonna happen here, and let's get to the business here. You guys can see these are all the stuff, the mounting brackets, and let's take a look what is inside. All right folks, look like the packaging is all good. It's ready to go. Let's cut this thing off and you guys can see. Alright folks, you can see a lot of wrapping here, really protective device. And here is the machine. Look at that. Look at that. This is the Magnum. I was thinking probably this thing is kind of smaller on the online, the way they show that kind of thing. Just maybe it's gonna be size of any of the other controllers, but it's kind of wider. Big machine. Let's go through that and see what the specs gonna say on the side and all the good stuff. Here's a knockout. You can able to run here maybe 1.5 inch or maybe 2 if I'm correct. Knockout. So let's check it out and see folks. This is the PT100 from Magnum. Alright folks, look at this. Really cool buttons here, like soft keys. This is a PV array, volt, kilowatt. It's a volt, amps, battery, absorb bulk. So if it's on bulk mode, this light comes on, absorb and float UC. Or if you use a auxiliary thing, maybe you want to use for relay, dumping other excess power. So this kind of really beefy, heavy. Look at this machine. Holy, look at that. The heat sink is really huge. Really huge. Yeah, and here is the intake. Some kind of grill mesh right here, sucking air. So that's why it has this foundation right here, which is it's gonna go something like that on the wall. So you can mount this so you can just sit on the wall somewhere, so you can have more ventilation and you can able to vent well or breathe well. so you guys can see how this machine is. And stay tuned. Please subscribe, like, and share. Let me flip it on the side. Let's go from there. It says manufacturing rate is the first quarter, which is 2017. And you guys can see right here the specs. The max PV VOC, less over 240 volts, and the battery or volt battery plus 200 volt. And you can see the PV operating voltage for battery of a volt battery is from 8 volt to 187 volt DC. The max input current is 100 amps direct current. So you guys can see exactly what this thing can do or is capable of doing. The output range is supposed to be up to about 1 to 66 volt. That's meant for 48 volt system. And it's going to give out a continuous amperage of 100 amps at 40 degrees Celsius here. So the breaker, PV breaker is required for this thing is 100 amp. And the minimum interrupting rating PV breaker will be a 500. Wow. Well, you see how this thing is beefy. Look at this knockout here. It's huge. It might probably be a 2-inch or whatever. It's not 1 inch, 1.5 inch though. This is big. Probably be a 2.5 inch or 2 inch. Pretty interesting here. Magnum has done it again. So folks, these are all cautioned, and of course it's made in USA. One of our top machines here. If you're just joining in, and welcome to my unboxing of the Magnum, the PT100 from MagnaSign Magnum product energy. So I like this. It takes more cool air intake. And we have a fan up here, you guys can see. So the cool air sucks in the exhaust, the intake and the exhaust back down there on the other side where I showed you guys first. So this is the machine itself. If we go through this and open up this machine, you guys can able to see exactly what is inside. Shall we? It looks like it has a very secured key. You're supposed to use to open up this thing. Down here is the regular ones. So people that like to do the monkey business, so monkey thing is not working here. If you don't have the tool, you gotta buy it, or you just have to leave the machine alone. So it has two, one here which is a Phillips, and the other ones are all a special tool you have to use to open up this. So stay tuned for part 2 of these, and you guys can see exactly what's coming out from the channel. And subscribe, like, and share as always. And stay tuned for this project. And as always, thank you for being part of my channel. Love you guys all. Bye for now. Alright folks, this is the MS4024 Magnum or MagnaSign Magnum Energy. So this one is going to be incorporated with the PT100 charge controller Magnum. So all of them going to be working together, and they're supposed to be talking together. And I have the other device here, which is the remote, which I think I have to upgrade to the ARE50, because the MagnaSign Magnum PT 100 is not working, is not gonna work with this, not compatible. So I just want to show you guys what's happening right here, and this is what I have to replace that and get the other version of it that is compatible. That's supposed to be the ARE, I think it's ARE 50. So stay tuned for that, and you guys can see when I get the AR 50, then it's gonna see it's gonna be up here working together with the Magnum. They can able to talk to each other with the Magnum and plus the PT 100. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and share.